most of all of this was done by the kids that decided to do the research and find out kind of what could be in this decade. So then we're going into another decade here. We start out with Cedar Point. That was an attraction we have, and we still have today. And this was the first roller coaster they had. That was built in 1892, and they called it the Switchback. And then down here we have just a little extra of things that the Smucker's invention was in Ohio in 1897. And then the Diamond Match Company in Akron. And then we have a president in this era too, from Ohio, and another president. And then there was the Frankfurter, the hot dog. When I did research on that, I think they were kind of fighting on where that invention started, but I think we turned it into the hot dog in Ohio. So, and then we went into another decade here, which is the Wright brothers. And then we have the Carnation here. That's Flower of Ohio. And then this was in the 1900s. Then we brought in the Wright brothers. Then from here to here. So this is going into another decade. Our Ohio flag was adopted in 1902. And then this is Anglers. Everyone knows Physical 5 is Ryan. A little bit. Nice little dum-dums. And then we came into World War I, which is from 1914 to 1918. And a picture of purple is the Allied power, and the Central power was this little Germany and Turkey. And oh, those are the Allies. That blue in 1917. And then there was 225,000 Ohioans that served in this war. And then we have the invention of the lifesavers, Cleveland, 1912. Wall kind of made some streaks there that doesn't belong to the mural. Then we had another president here in this decade. And then we have in World War I was a pilot. And then I just kind of started here, and like during the war you would see Sam. I kind of put him up there. It stands for United States. So then in the 1920s, we had the Roaring 20s. And this was kind of the year that the women could vote. And then kind of looked up that the Ohioans were going to silent movies at this time. They were buying cars. The radio was popular and the prohibition. And then we have another president here from Ohio this time. And the invention of Chef Boyardee